Earlier in the session, the budget deal included raising the state's minimum wage to $15 an hour over 5 years. Of course, it's already $15 for fast food workers. The idea to boost low and middle income families struggling to make ends meet. But do you believe it will come at the expense of small businesses in rural areas like the North Country?
I was very concerned about what it does for small business, and I think in some of our negotiations, a lot of people think this is all three men in a room, and truthfully, we sit in a conference with 32 and hour after hour and discuss what goes on with three men in a room and what our opinions are on it, and everyone gets up and expresses themselves. And we have all kinds of discussions on all this. And there was a huge concern that for small businesses was just way over the top. So we were able to come up with a compromise, and it'll be $12.50 by 2021. And along the way, there will be analysis done as to, is this affecting the workforce, or how is it affecting our economy? Are we seeing more unemployment, and what's the consumer price index? What's the growth average going on here? And it could be stopped. At least, that's the statement that's been made. On the other side, the governor raised the fast food to $15 an hour by way of the wage board. Mm-hmm. And the fear was that he could do that anyway. So, if you did nothing, maybe he could have done it anyway. This way we got a compromise, and suspension of the wage board for the length of time until it would reach it. So after 2021, there'll be a formula, an increase, and we'll see. But I think if we can make our case that it's affecting the economy, we can stop it.
Gary Douglas with the Chamber of Commerce up here believes there's going to be a push very soon, maybe as early as next session, to expedite that, to get it to $15 statewide much sooner than 2021. Mm-hmm. Do you anticipate that sort of push?
It could be. Certainly if we see the economy faltering and being hurt by it. I heard the governor on the radio saying it could be stopped like a light bulb, turning off a light bulb. So, that kind of consideration, you really can't affect the economy that way. And the farmers are in such dire straits right now with the price of milk. It's horrendous. Their milk price is down around 12 something. And, I had a farmer tell me that he bought his farm from his father in 1972. And at that time it was like $12.50 for a gallon of maple syrup and 12 something for 100 weight milk. Mm-hmm. And maple syrup is about $50 for a gallon of maple syrup, and milk is back down around $12 again.
Where they were in the 70s.
Yeah, no one can operate that way.
Other states, Oregon is one. They have different minimum wages in different parts of the state. Was that considered in New York? Do you think that's still a possibility?
New York City and Westchester will have a different minimum wage, and Long Island.
They'll go to 15 sooner.
Sooner.
But was there any possibility of having $12.50 be the highest for the minimum wage elsewhere in the state, upstate and in the North Country?
Well, by 2021, and that's what this was all headed for, it was going to be $15. It'll be $12.50. And then we'll see.
Move up from there.
And hopefully we can make our arguments, and if it can't sustain it, then we have to do something about it. You can't put the North Country and the rest of the state out of business. And you see that New York City and Long Island are really doing pretty well. They can stand it.